Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name's Emma Lefave, and today we're going to be playing and experimenting with some continuous line and wash florals. So let's jump right in and get started. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a continuous line and wash floral painting. This is all about kind of letting go, being free, experimenting and playing to see what we can come up with. I'm going to show you a couple tips at the beginning, and then we're going to do like a full painting at the end. But I just want you to keep in mind that it may look weird, it may not work out, but it's just something to practice and play with. This is all about playing today and experimenting with different lines, different colors. Just have fun with it. Okay, so the first thing, I'm going to do like 3 different kind of flowers here, just kind of show you what we're going to be doing for the final piece. And it's just like my really loose florals that I usually do. It's just after we're going to be adding that continuous line piece. So just, I want you to be loose, have fun, no pressure. All right, so pick any color you like. I have a purple here, and with these loose florals, I want you to be really loose with it. So I'm just going to do like a peony shape. So I'm just putting my brush on a side, and I'm just kind of like scribbling these rounded petal shapes. Okay, it does not have to be perfect. Then I'm just thinking of like a ball, right? So I just kind of want to do these curved shapes going around a ball, maybe some scribbles in the middle. Okay, and we're just curving it, and you want to leave a little bit of white space, but not like too much or too little. And again, because we are doing lines over top of it, you don't have to worry too much about the shape. You can have petals falling, just being really loose. And then you can add some more color in there, make it a little bit darker if you like so. And then let's just add a leaf, because we're going to have leaves in our thing. Okay, so I'm just going to do a really loose leaf here and one over here. And we're going to let that completely dry. Looks pretty, simple, nothing too special. It's when we add the lines that it's going to change it. Okay, let's do one of our other kind of like cosmos type flowers. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of like scribble a petal shape. Okay, just petal shapes going around. You can do them all like facing out if you want. You can have some shorter on one side to show perspective. Okay, I'm going to grab a bit more color and just bring it into the middle a bit. Like that. A little bit of yellow for the center. That's it. Okay, let's add a couple leaves if you want. Okay, because we're going to be practicing doing leaves too. I'm going to do a couple leaves up here just to show you how I'll do the lines over them after. Okay. And then our last flower, let's do like a rose. Okay, and we're just doing curves going around, smaller and thinner towards the center, and then they slowly get bigger. If it ends up being a big blob, again, don't worry. Try and leave a little bit of white space. We're just being so loose with this. Just these curves using that pressure stroke of the light, heavy light pressure. Going around like that. That's it. Grab a green. Let's do a couple leaves. Like so. Okay. So now we're going to go into the second part, but first we have to wait for this to completely dry. So let's let it completely dry. In that time, grab your pen. I'm going to be using this Etcher waterproof and fade proof pen, and then we'll come right back. Okay, so now that our flowers are dry, we can grab our pen and we can start. So when I say continuous line drawing, I want to keep my pen on the paper for as long as I can without lifting it. So we're going to be going back over lines. It's going to be messy, and I don't want you to outline exactly the shapes here. Okay, we're going to kind of just loosely do that. So take your pen. I'm going to start at the bottom of my peony, and I'm just going to do just loosely outlining these petal shapes. I'm going to come back down. I'll go back up. kind of overlapping, like so. Come down and do these fallen petals. Just having fun with it. Okay, you can even do some lines coming up like this. I'm trying to leave my pen on my paper. Then I'm going to jump up here, do some curves. Making this like so loose. You can come back in here. If you want to do some like little bits of the stamen, you can come and do these little curves here. We didn't put any yellow in this one. Maybe we'll do that for the other one. Just some lines like that. Going to come down to the leaves. And then you can do your leaves. Here I'm going to show you how I tend to do my leaves. See, it's really messy, but it's kind of fun and it's stylized. Just have fun and be creative with it. With my leaves, I like to go up the center, come back down, other side. Okay, and I'll come back down, go to the next one, up the center, around one side, come back up to the top. If you want to add like lines and stuff like that, you totally can. You don't have to leave your pen on the paper. It's just kind of fun to try and do that and see what you can come up with. Okay, let's do the leaves over here. So up the center, come back one down, it's one side. You just kind of keep going. Just see what you can do like that. And then these ones, I'm going to start with the center here. I'm just going to do these tiny little bits for the center. Just some little curves. Make it really nice and dense in there. Then I'm going to just start kind of outlining these petals really loosely. You don't want it to be like a complete outline. Okay, and if you want to add some like lines to the center, you can go up and curve them if you want to. And if you're not digging the whole leaving your pen on the paper, don't do it. Okay, you can try something different. But I just really want you guys to keep it loose and just be creative and have fun. Okay, so there's one. Let's do our little rose here. I'm just going to go back and forth, kind of doing these curve shapes. Just have fun. Our leaves. And there we go. And there's some like continuous line and wash florals. Okay, so now that we kind of got the basis of doing that, let's actually just paint a whole piece with a bunch of flowers and leaves. So when putting together your piece, I want you to keep this in mind. It's the biggest, most important lesson of this whole tutorial is keep it free, experiment, and just play around and see what you can do. Nothing has to be perfect, and you'll only get better and get a better feel for the shapes of the flowers with your watercolor as well as the pen by playing around and trying new things. So let go of that pressure of perfection and just paint. And there you go. So here are some other examples of shapes I played around with before I did this tutorial. That one in the middle with the watercolor is a bit more structured. You could always try that. But just play around and experiment. That is what today is all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have fun. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it, and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on all my other platforms for tons more content. Have a great day. Bye.